Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Weekly Kiki. You are here with me, Fantasy Sims, aka Anna, as you may know.
Me, Jaden, also known as Dynamic Simmer Classical There's a million names.
I'm me, Lewis, aka Blue. Oh, yeah.
And we would like to welcome all of you to the Weekly Kiki, our brand new podcast with just us three. And things are a little bit different, as you may be able to see. Yeah. New logos, new name, new president. Let's get down to it.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah. But girl, this new rebrand, it's so cute.
I know. It definitely took a lot longer than I was expecting us to. I'm not gonna lie.
It took longer, but you know, it's okay because
it looks cute.
It looks cute. It's a great name. I'm obsessed. It's everything, you know, and it's really great.
That's true.
It's just like so good.
It's just fun, and I like that. Like, it's not all about the number anymore. We've driven away from that aesthetic, for multitudes of different reasons. But whatever it was, we got here, and here we are.
Right. Period. And you know, it was meant to happen eventually, as y'all saw from last episode. And we finally got it ready and prepared, and look at it. Stunning.
Also, some of you may be wondering, you guys come out with stuff on Thursdays. Why are you posting on a Friday? Well, we would like to start off by saying, first of all, this is a brand new little special for this week because it is Friday the 13th, and this is our conspiracy and spooky episode that we did not get to do on Halloween, but we just delayed a week or two. But also, on top of that, we would also like it to make it known that with our rebrand and just coming into our new selves, we would also like to tell you guys we are now changing our posting dates from Thursdays to now officially Fridays. So just expect us. Same time, same everything, just instead of a Thursday, it's a Friday.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Because, you know, nothing like a great start to your Friday morning when you listen to the Weekly Kiki.
Exactly.
Right. It's like it kind of rounds off the week for all the things that happened. It just...
Right. Especially if you had a bad week. You could just come listen with Kiki.
You can remembrance all the things that happened that week with us.
Right.
So...
Yes. But, you know, I mean, it's been a rickety-crickety week so far, but thank goodness we've got some good news near the end of it.
See, but that's kind of what's been a gag. Like, other than, like, the election, my week's been kind of good. Like, I've kind of had, like, a pretty good week. I'm not gonna lie. Except for Monday. Monday was not my proudest era. But, you know, the other days were great.
I've definitely had a rickety-crickety week leading up until the end of the week. But I'm glad that the end of the week has ended off so amazingly.
Right. Huge.
And, you know, it just shows how many people I get to shut down the next time I go to school. I'll be like, oh, you thought. Oh. You know, styling on these kids. I'm ready. She's ready.
I know. I can't believe Pennsylvania actually went, whoop. Let me flip it and reverse it.
Let me just flip real quick. Let me check my chest, my breath right quick. And then she flipped it for the children. You know how it be?
Mm-hmm.
You know
she really flipped it for a real one.
Yeah. Period. As she should.
As she should.
But, you know, it's just so fun seeing, like, the new VP also.
I know. Our very first, not only POC VP, but our first female VP, which is huge for us in America.
It's so big.
It's pretty big.
It's everything. It really is. Glad
also,
that we
if
are
you guys
moving.
hear a knocking in the background, the window in the living room is open, and my room is close to the living room, so like the wind is like pulling it inward. It's really annoying. So if you hear that, my apologies.
The reason I don't got my window open because Miss Wynn loves to whistle, honey. She's the whistle.
No, I know. I literally closed my window because I was like, oh, that's probably what's causing it. No, it's not. It really wasn't.
Miss Wynn's a whistling queen. She
However,
loves to stir up.
How are we all loving December Part 1 so far?
December Part 1? Is that your subtle nudge of saying November?
Yes.
I am doing okay in it.
Honestly,
sorry. It's just, not enough people are in the Christmas spirit yet.
I know.
Especially the first
Scrooges.
week. Especially the first week. They're always like, Halloween just happened. Can't we just wait for Thanksgiving? Maybe
Girl,
next week it'll be better.
I wasn't even excited for Halloween.
I was. I lived. Halloween was cute.
And ain't nobody excited for Thanksgiving. We don't even talk about it.
Right. I'm excited for the food, but not for the actual.
I'm not even excited for the food. I don't like Thanksgiving food.
Oh, we all make
That's my hot take.
choices.
That is my hot take. I live by that. I don't really like turkey. I've never been a crazy turkey person. Like, I'll eat it. Like, I would eat it at Thanksgiving, and it would taste good. But, like, I'm never that person that's like, you know what? I cannot wait for Thanksgiving. I will wait all year for Thanksgiving just to get that turkey. Just to get that turkey.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't either because I have turkey on Christmas. So, like,
That's so weird. Christmas, I feel like, is usually ham, not turkey.
I have both for both ones.
Both?
I have turkey and ham for both of them.
Interesting. What about some duck? Would you like some?
Yeah. Well, actually, I've never had duck, so I'm not gonna say yeah. I'm not gonna say
Not the little ducks. Not the little ducks at all. No.
Oh my
Girl,
gosh!
they
could you
always be
imagine
doing
the little
that.
duckies crossing the road and they get murdered and turned into
Duck is a
Thanksgiving
delicacy in
meals.
a lot of different
Turned into
cultures.
like a
I don't know
roll.
why y'all
Come
are
on.
gagging.
It just makes me sad. But then again, I also used to not eat pork because I would imagine Wilbur from Charlotte's Web getting slaughtered.
Oh, I never watched that movie, so I ate pork just fine. I still eat pork, so.
I'm glad you do.
I'm not really
I also
like a
took a break from
fan.
pork because my dad's allergic to pork, so.
Is he actually?
Yeah.
I mean, that makes sense.
Can't touch it, can't eat it.
That's like how the people in, like, my household couldn't use, like, peanut butter or any kind of nut butter or nuts because I was allergic, so.
That's unlucky. Well, it's good to know that if we ever meet in person, I'll bring a jar of peanut butter.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my God.
Girl,
I'll make sure I have 911 and the police there right away for my murder.
Get your EpiPen. Yeah.
Girl, those are expensive. You think I have one just on standby all the time?
Well, you should have one at least, right?
I think
Like,
mine's
maybe not a
expired.
couple,
I have to
but,
get a new
like,
one. I'm pretty sure.
they
They're
expire?
expensive. And, like, insurance, yeah. They only last a year.
Then you need
And
to
it's
get
like
exposed to one soon so you can.
Girl,
help
it's a
yourself.
good couple $100 just for a 2-pack. And insurance doesn't cover them a lot of the time.
Goodness. America.
Yeah.
versus-
Let's talk about that for a second. EpiPens, they, like, for something that literally stops you from dying, like, it's very hard to get your hands on one.
Dang,
'Cause
that's crazy. I
insurance-
mean, that's also the same thing for insulin. Like, in
Yeah.
America, it's a ton of money. And in other countries, well, I'm saying other, like, English countries, they apparently have them, like, really cheap. Maybe not extremely cheap, but cheaper than America does. So.
Yeah. Hopefully that gets fixed now, though, because that is...
Yeah. We need to have a diabetic president so they can fix that. You know? Because.
I mean...
Well, even then, they're rich. They probably wouldn't fix it, to be honest.
Right, because it
That is
doesn't
true.
affect
That is
them.
Right.
All right, now that we've had a little kiki, should we get on to the main topic?
I think
I guess
so.
we could get on to the conspiracies.
I guess
so.
so.
Alright,
Who wants
so-
to start up with their conspiracy?
Not me.
I'll go.
Okay.
So, like, the first one I found was, like, quite, like, interesting. Because, like, has anyone... Okay, have you guys ever watched the movie, like, National Treasure?
No.
No.
Oh, basically, so this Nicolas Cage movie where basically...
Of course it is Nicolas Cage. It always is Nicolas Cage.
No, they basically look for treasure, and it's all about, like, these conspiracies in, like, the American government and stuff like that, and it goes back, like, through history and stuff, and it's pretty cool. And, like, the second movie was based off this theory that there's, like, a hidden chamber in one of the heads of Mount Rushmore.
Ooh.
Honestly, I could see that. That'd be fierce.
too.
Imagine. There's
That'd
just
be
like
kind
a
of
little,
creepy, though. Like.
a little room. Oh my god,
Like-
the windows are the eyes.
Right. Like,
But it's like a
And-
one-sided window. Like, they can't see.
well, like,
Yeah.
supposedly,
And it's
there's,
like tinted on the
a-
other side so it doesn't look weird from the outside.
Like, supposedly it's in, I'm not sure which one of the heads it's in.
Is it in Georgie's?
Probably.
Lincoln.
Oh, wait, Lincoln. Apparently it's it's in Lincoln's head. Yeah, it says here the sculptor created an 18-foot
Honest
door
Abe, he do
behind
be
the
thinking.
landmark
He do be thinking.
that
Got a lot in
leads,
his head.
yeah, that leads to an open room that is 74 feet long and 35 feet high.
the specifics. That kind
We
of
love
I
to
know.
see that.
Right. And like apparently it like used to be open to the public, but like it's been shut off for like years and years and years. So there's like been quite a few theories made up about like stuff inside, like there being like proof of aliens or something like that, or
Oh,
them
so
just
like it's
hiding
an actual
something.
thing. Like
I
the
think
room
so, yeah.
itself is an actual thing.
I think so, yeah.
That's crazy. Gosh, kind of spooky. Because
Oh,
I
that's
didn't even
probably
know
why they
about
gave
that.
specifics. Yeah, that's probably why they gave very specific details about the room.
Yeah, I mean that's true. That's true. But like, I
Yeah.
don't know. That's
But
so
like that's
weird.
crazy because if it was open to the public, how does no one remember it? Like, how does no one
Right.
talk about it?
Well,
Like,
I
it
mean,
was, like,
I'm
a real
assuming they
thing.
probably just started filling up the room with things after they closed it off to the public. 'Cause why would
Yeah.
they do it like when the public's there?
Okay, the room 100% exists. Oh my god. Great way to start off this theory.
Yeah, no,
But
the
it
room.
says-
I didn't even know that existed. That's crazy.
I didn't either.
It says that the room contains historical documents like the U.S. Constitution and the Declaration of Independence.
Girl, what?
Oh, don't be
make
telling
no
everyone
sense.
because they're gonna go up and burn it, and then
Well-
there goes the original copy.
Not the tea. Not
I-
the tea.
I mean, but like speaking of like things of us remembering it one way and then not the other, the Mandela effect. Everyone, can we talk about that?
True.
That is a thing. I fully believe in the Mandela effect. Like 10,000%.
Honestly, same.
There are hundreds of things I'm like, I full-heartedly remember it this specific way, and then I'll look back and it's like that's not at all what it was. Like the Monopoly man,
Yeah.
his little monocle. I swear he had a monocle. He doesn't. He does not. Have
I
a
know.
monocle.
He doesn't?
Curious George.
No.
And the tail.
Yeah, he does not have. A tail.
I've had this Curious George thingy up forever, and he used to have a tail, girl. He used to have a
Yeah.
tail. I would remember, like, it was there. It was definitely there.
Or the Berenstain, or like the Berenstain Bears, or now the Berenstein Bears. And
Yeah.
they were always Berenstain.
Yeah. Oh, I'm
All
looking at a
shows.
page right now, and it says Jif, not Jiffy. I never thought it was Jiffy, to be honest.
Who thought it was Jiffy? It's not peanut butter. It's a GIF.
I don't know. But the Looney Tunes one.
The Looney Tunes one.
Oh
Now
my
that
God.
got me good. I didn't really watch Looney Tunes, but I was still like,
No, okay,
Oh.
ironically enough, I have another, like, poster thingy picture of the Looney Tunes in my room. It used
Oh,
to
it
have
just disappeared.
Toons. It was never tunes, like, in music tunes. It was not like that. It was Toons.
Wait, that's a thing?
yeah, it was like cartoons.
Right. Because,
No.
duh, why would it be tunes? It's not music, you know?
No, but
Also
apparently it
Febreze.
is. It is now.
Apparently, I guess. My goodness. But it's just kind of, it's weird.
So Febreze had 2 E's.
Does it not?
Apparently not.
Oh, gosh.
But Breeze has two. But like it's like Febrezze. No, Eeze.
Yeah.
Wait, we gotta do a little bit of some
There's
research.
literally a bottle right here of it, and it's saying, no, that's not how you spell Febreze. Hold up. Okay.
There is only one E.
That is crazy.
I'm gagged.
Sex
That's
in the City is apparently Sex and the City.
it's not Sex in the City.
It's not Sex in the City, it's Sex and the City, which makes no sense. Like, I maybe it's
I
because
mean,
that's how
like
people
it kind
say
of
it,
makes sense, but
but
it's
like maybe they just don't pronunciate the and, because, you know, that's a very common thing in
yeah.
English. Like, people never say and, they just say, like, an.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I could see how that was mistaken, but, you
I
know,
could too, but that's crazy.
it's so weird. Oscar Mayer. It's
Oscar
Oscar
Mayer.
Mayer, not M-E.
It's like Oscar Mayer.
Yeah.
But it's Meyer.
But it's just weird. Oh, Skechers. It doesn't have a T in it.
Lewis,
What?
that is not on topic. That is not on
Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
For another time. We can talk about that. You know what we should do at the end of the year? Like, even if it doesn't make sense, we should have a podcast come out January 1st, and it's like 2020. Where that's literally what we talk
The
about.
whole of
Because there's so
2020.
much to
Like,
talk
I kinda
about in
year-
just 2020.
Yeah.
The new
wow.
YouTube Rewind. Like, come on.
You know what's crazy? January 1st is on a Friday. That is
Oh,
crazy.
Beach. The way it works out so perfectly.
It
The way it works
does.
out.
That is so crazy. Oh, Fruit Loops.
That month I'm 18. I'm sorry.
Fruit Loops is the one. It's kind of crazy.
It does not feel like 2018. It definitely does feel like Miss 2020.
No, I'm saying that month I'm 18.
Oh, me too. Me too, girl.
Oh my gosh, I forgot. I'm actually here with old people, you know. Got it. I had to go into the old people's home. You know how it works. Oh, Cheez-Its.
See, but like that one.
Cheez-Its.
Oh, Cheez-Its.
There's no Z at the end of it. It's just Cheez-It.
It's just Cheez-It. It's not
like
Cheez-It.
it's definitely been Cheez-Its.
It's definitely used to have a Z. It definitely used to have a Z.
Same thing with double stuff Oreo. Like, why are you missing an F? Why'd you take away
But the gag is, I've always known it was one F for that one, so I don't get hit as hard with that one. I always knew
that one. I used to go into the grocery stores all the time and get like 2 things of Oreos, and there were 2 Fs, and on them all together there were 4 Fs all together because I got 2 of them. So I don't know. It was just
but like I got into like like Oreos especially because I don't like chocolate, so I got into those later. So like, I didn't like grow up with Oreos in my household. Mm-hmm. The golden ones, like the golden Oreos, those are what I ate. I didn't eat them.
I never used to like Oreos. Like, now I do, but I was like, no, I don't like them. But, like, no, girl.
Oreos, like, they're one of those things that, like, I don't crave them often, but, like, when they're around, they hit real hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That is true.
Ooh, one Mandela effect to talk about is the Flintstones. Apparently it's the Flintstones. Girl, it was the Flintstones.
What?
It is the Flintstones.
It's
right,
the Flintstones.
The Flintstones. But apparently it's the Flintstones. Girl, no.
No.
No. It's the Flintstones. And that, take it or leave it. You know?
Period.
That easy. They also brought up chartreuse, but then again, you know, people definitely did tell me that chartreuse was like a pinky color, but people are also wrong all the time.
No, chartreuse is like a
yellow.
I
know. Well, yeah, it's like a shade of green, but you know, I don't think that's necessarily on the color's fault. I think that's just on the people around me's fault.
It does definitely sound like a color that you'd be like, oh, chartreuse. It's probably like a maroon or like a purple, and it's not. It's definitely like a very bright yellow.
Right.
Like, I used to think it was like a lavender,
not yellow.
and it's not.
It's a mix
of
like yellow
greeny.
and green. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the highlighter color, but slightly less vibrant, less neon.
Apparently, life is like a box of chocolates was not actually said. What was actually said is, life was like a box of chocolates. No. I remember referencing that all the time.
Mama always said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Oh, mirror, mirror on the wall. Instead, it's a magic mirror on the wall. That one is BS.
That one's BS. It literally is mirror, mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all? Like, that is one of the most quotable. That is one of the most quotable lines. Not even Disney lines. That's just one of the most quotable lines in history. I will say that.
Who says magic mirror? No.
Magic mirror on the wall. See, it does not hit different. It just hits different.
Mirror.
It's not the same. It is not. It is nothing of the sorts.
It's nothing of the sort.
Okay, see, now I'm this one website. It's telling me the number of U.S. states. The correct answer is 50, which duh. But some Americans recall that they were 51 or 52. I think that's just Americans being dumb.
I always thought it was 51.
Really?
Yeah.
No, there's
like,
only 50.
I thought
we
Hawaii
only have
was
50
the 51st
stars in our
state.
flag. Only 50 stars in our flag.
Well, I mean, there could be 51 eventually if District of Columbia becomes a state.
True, but like they're
I
not.
did not.
Yet.
Oh my god.
They're still just a district.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
However, we can continue to go on and on about different Mandela effects. However, I think we should go on to something else because we can be here all day. We could have a whole podcast.
True. Very true.
So Anna, do you want to say your conspiracy theory, girl?
Okay, so the next conspiracy theory I have isn't necessarily a conspiracy theory. I mean, it is, but it's like a story, but it's not. So it's basically the story of Elisa Lam, if any of you know what that is. So for those of you who don't know who it is, which I don't know how you don't know, it's one of the most like craziest stories that has happened within the last couple of years. I believe it took place in 2016, but Miss Elisa Lam was I think she was an exchange student, or she came to stay here in America for like some time. And she stayed in a very infamous hotel that is known for like different murders and supernatural sightings that happened there, because it's literally one of the most like talked about hotels, because everyone gets murdered there or someone always dies there. Like, that's just history. Like, you could I forget who made a video about it, but there's literally a video about all the different murders and deaths that happened there. Ooh, it might have been Glam and Gore. Ooh.
Well, I mean, I know that there's some serial killers that also stayed at the hotel before they went on their killing rampage. So, kind of spooky.
But Miss Elisa Lam stayed there, and I believe for a couple, like the first day or two, she was just like a normal, everyday, just like any other person. Like, what do you call someone who stays at a hotel? A visitor, just any other visitor. However, one night she went missing,
I think I know
and
this.
you didn't know about this? Well,
No, I
girl.
think I know it. I think I know it. Sorry.
No, I was gonna say I hope so. And so there's footage of her in an elevator playing, I believe, an elevator game of some sort. There's a lot of speculation about that as well, where pretty much you like go to every single floor, whatever, and like you go to like another dimension through an elevator. It's very weird. I don't believe in that kind of. I believe in a lot of things that I don't quite know. But she was caught there, and she looked like she was hiding from someone in the surveillance videos, and she was wearing a red coat or whatever. And that was the last known sighting of her, and she went missing. But then I believe like a week later, other visitors, like other people who were staying in the hotel, started tasting weird things in their water. And so, of course, because everyone's complaining about their water being gross, they go up to the water tanks, and little did they know they were going to find Miss Elisa Lam in the water tank, dead and naked. So
Yeah, really.
people were
creepy.
drinking corpse water, and not corpse as in the guy with the low voice, like corpse as in like a dead person. So
Yeah, that's really freaky though. Like, could you imagine staying at that hotel and like tasting your
right,
water and being like,
Right.
maybe it's just because of the
I
location.
know. And then like for the family or friends, like seeing like the last known video of her alive is so weird, because she, like, it looks like she's having a manic episode, and there's tons of theories that like she maybe had like some mental problems, different things like that. But it's just so, like, she looked like she was physically hiding from someone, like in the elevator. Like she kept like looking in and out, standing all weird and like very like scared.
Yeah,
And it was
very
just,
freaky.
and little did they know, next thing she's gonna be found naked in a water tank, which is weird
Right.
because if you don't know, most hotels, like up to the roofs, especially that hotel, is locked. Like you have to be an employee to like get up there. You need a key, and the door is extremely heavy. So little Miss Elisa Lam wouldn't be able to just push open this door, hop in a water tank, and just chill out
Right,
there.
and close
you know,
the can on its own.
right? So
Exactly,
it's just like it's crazy. It's
Right.
crazy.
And like there apparently like the lid of the water tank, you could not open that with like one person. That was,
No,
like,
especially
it
just
was,
like
a
small little
heavy
Elisa
as
Lam.
hell.
Like if you've looked at like the
I
video
know.
surveillance and just how she looks,
yeah.
like she's a small frail little thing, and so like she would not be able to open that heavy door without the key, and just because the door was extremely heavy, because they didn't want people going up there, because there's nothing up there. Actually, I do have more tea on this hotel after this story, but let me continue. And then not only that, but like to lift the lid of a water tank, like those are like probably hard metal. Like it's not going to be just like a little like cardboard. Like it's gonna be heavy. So, but it's really sad, and it's just really strange because to this day they have no clue what happened to her and how she got where she was. But tea on the hotel, they're actually doing a huge renovation, and they're changing the name of the hotel because it's had such a long history. They want to kind of distance themselves. Speaking of rebranding, that's what they're doing. And so, literally in their renovations, they plan on making a rooftop pool, which is very interesting
Yikes.
considering
Yeah.
the Elisa Lam stuff and all
Like,
that.
wasn't that the hotel that The Shining was based off of?
Yes, I believe
Yeah.
so.
Yep, it was. Which is
Dang.
really creepy. The hotel's creepy.
God.
I would never want to stay there. That's like, going to those haunted hotels and like haunted boats and everything. Like, I would never want to do that, girl. It would be too much. That's really hecka spooky. But anyways, so I guess I'll talk about my story. And it's about Miss JonBenet Ramsey. So, this is a very commonly well-known story, at least I'm pretty sure. Like, most people know what happened. But basically, summary is, 6-year-old JonBenet Ramsey was found in her house on Christmas morning, I think.
Yeah, it was Christmas morning in the basement.
And she was found in her basement, like, beaten up and dead. And it was really creepy because they had found a ransom note there that was like, listen, we need this much money. And there was just a lot of interesting things at the scene. The police also let Mr. Ramsey carry John Benet Ramsey's body off the scene, which was, girl, what? That does not make any sense.
You don't move a body until you've gotten everything figured out with the crime scene.
Exactly.
Like, that's just shady.
That's literally tampering the crime scene. But anyways, you know, the amount of money that the person that had allegedly taken John Benet Ramsey had wanted $118,000, which was the bonus that Mr. Ramsey had gotten on his past paycheck. So that's another weird thing. Also, they saw the ransom note before they found the body. So, you know, I don't know. Why would they write a ransom note if she's already dead? But and like
right, ransom
especially in the
note
basement,
is usually when you kidnap them and then kill them. Like,
right.
why would you?
You would not do it in their own house because you know that they'd check the house.
And another interesting thing about that, I don't know if you guys know this, but I believe there was like a railroad track that had been found with blood on it, and it's actually led to believe that maybe the brother accidentally killed her. That's a theory that's out there. And then
the parents tried to cover it up.
Right. That's a theory.
Yeah.
However, I believe when they did an autopsy of her, they found some male secretion in her. Yeah.
Right.
So
right. But
they believe that may have been something, you know, some abuse of that kind of nature was led to have been particularly taken place.
Right. And obviously, I'm pretty sure a lot of people like try to come forward and say that they did it, but like they were just missing certain things to their stories, so it was like denounced that they did it, which is kind of weird that you would try to take credit for that type of thing. Like, why would you take credit for killing a little girl? That's a little too much. But I don't know. It's such a creepy story, you know.
Mm-hmm. She was so young.
Sad story. Yeah, a sad story too. She was a pageant girl.
She was a pageant queen.
She was about to serve the children. Be like,
she was the OG toddler in Tiara.
Oh, period. You know, but it's just sad, and it's a very weird, suspicious story.
Right, because there's so many different just conspiracies just with that one case. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
They think it's the brother. They think it could have been the dad. It could have been an outside source trying to get at the family. It could have been the mom. Like, there's so many ways to look at it. It's so crazy.
Right. And it just gives me the chills. You know, it does. Conspiracy theories always love shaking me up a little bit. So
that's true.
You know.
Right.
Does anyone have any other stories?
I do have another one. So, unless Lewis, do you have one?
It's not really like a story, but like I was want to like talk about something that's like to do with conspiracy and like murders. One thing I love watching is like people doing makeup videos while talking about murders. I don't know, it's just so like fascinating to me. I don't know why. Like, I don't really usually watch makeup videos, but these I love watching. And there was like this, I can't remember her name, but there was this one like person on either like Facebook or YouTube that was just like kind of known for doing them. And the other day I was scrolling through TikTok and I found one that just like gave me like the chills.
TikTok and the story that like, I don't know. I'm very like, I love that because I love hearing the stories, but I'm also like, girl, why are you using this sound? We know you're just trying to get clout while you do your makeup and look stunning. Like, don't get me wrong, they always look amazing, and I'm jealous. But I'm like, this has nothing to do with this. But to each their own. I will say, I love watching like sit down videos of people just talking about conspiracies. Like, all they're doing is just talking, and it's just the camera on them, and they maybe put up like a couple pictures. But just listening to them like explain again, it's kind of like a podcast. So very into it.
Yeah, I mean, it's really fun watching those videos. Do they creep me out? Yes, but
absolutely.
It's still kind
of
like, remember when BuzzFeed used to have their one like unsolved series? Yeah. That was my everything, and then they stopped it, and I was sad.
Yeah.
But
one person I used to watch all the time was Bella Fiore. She's a YouTuber. Like
the way I have a video of her is literally pulled up because I love her.
God.
It's so good. Her or Kendall Ray. So good. There's actually another one, Michelle Platty. She's also an amazing storytime YouTuber, but like not even like storytime as in like the Tana Mojo kind of storytime as in like conspiracy theories, murder
yeah.
cases, unsolved cases, stuff like that.
Yeah. Oh my god. Can I tell you the story they told like on TikTok? Because I was a
Sure.
bit spooky. Okay. So basically, it's like said that's where like stranger like quote unquote stranger danger like began, but it's basically this kid that's like playing in the forest, and then this like random guy comes up to him and asks like to go back to their house for like quote unquote dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like a bit unsure, but then he's like okay, but then he goes to the house, and then like a family friend is there, like I can't remember the name of the thing, his name was like Paul or something. It was like, oh okay, so like he's here, so I'll be fine, right? And then he like oh my god, okay, I'm trying to explain it. He like they eat and stuff, right, and like eat and drink,
Right.
and then they say, all right, you can go now. And then so he walks out the house, but Paul doesn't follow him. And then when he turns around, like when he's closed the door, they see his family and Paul running up towards him, like asking if he's okay and everything. And he's like saying, "What? I just like saw you in the house." And he turns back to the house he was in, like, and it just was complete forest. And then he gets told that he's been missing for 3 days because he was kidnapped by a cult.
Oh,
That-
I think
I
I
was
heard
just-
that story on TikTok.
That
Oh
is
my
so
god, I was just
freaky.
I know I was.
Oh my god,
Oh my god. It gave me shivers. I was just sitting in my bed like,
I hate
I
that.
can't stop
Yeah,
watching
that
this,
is
but I want to
actually
stop.
so creepy.
I
Bro, if I had
hate
boots on, I'd be
that.
shaking in them right now.
That's
Oh my
insane.
God.
That you know what TikTok videos I love? Like, do you guys remember that series of there was this random girl on TikTok that would just like be coloring a serial killer coloring book and describing the serial
Yes.
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 Oh my god, I
killer.
remember
was
that.
good. I don't
Ooh,
remember
there
the
was
serial
another
killer's
one I saw recently where she went. Oh, it was like literally this past October, and she literally would draw like different like historical women, like between like different witches and like La Llorona, like all those different like female like prominent like spooky scary people, and she would like physically draw them out and like share the story of that particular character. It was so good. I'll have to send you an example.
That's
But I
everything.
do have another story I want. Well, I guess it's not a story. It's I don't know what you would classify it as, but it's interesting and I really enjoy it. So it's the story of the Winchester Manor. If you don't know what that is,
I don't know what that is. Let me search it up.
the Winchester Manor is a manor located, I believe, somewhere in California. I believe it's Southern California. I'm not gonna lie, and it's basically this house that was basically built room by room by the woman who owned the house, because she was trying to confuse the ghosts that would live there due to the Winchester rifle. Now let me explain some more. So basically, like her husband or father or someone had invented the Winchester rifle, and that was one of the most popular rifles at the time, and they used it to like that gun just alone, like that model of gun killed tons of people. Like it took the lives of so many. So eventually got to a point where the wife believed that every spirit or person who was killed with the gun would come back to the house because the guns were there and the spirits would live there. And so to like confuse the spirits in the house to like not get her or anything, she would build this elaborate labyrinth of a house built room by room. She would collapse a room, build another one, collapse another one. And she did this for years. There's a whole movie. There was another thing about it. It's just this crazy story of this widow literally running from ghosts room by room and just
Oh
living
my
in a
God.
house. It's
That's so
crazy.
It looks
can
like
go
a
and
house that I built in The Sims.
It does. It literally looks like the land grabs house in The Sims 3 Sunset Valley.
Yes.
Like it is. There was just, I
It's
believe,
really cool.
a horror movie about it that came out. I don't remember if it was 2019 or 2018. But it's a crazy house. I'm pretty sure you can still visit it to this day. But
Yeah, that's crazy.
Not the land grab house. Oh my god.
It looks very creepy, but it's a cool concept. Oh,
So-
not people having weddings there.
yeah, it's like it's like a touristy attraction, and it's very haunted. Of course, there was a episode of Ghost Hunters. That's how I first found out about it. Was through the show
Come on,
called
Vaughn.
Ghost Hunters, where they're these two guys would just go and ghost hunt. So
Come on, Vaughn, Hunt the State.
phasmophobia before phasmophobia. So it was really good. I really enjoyed it. I like ghost hunting. I'm very a believer in ghosts and spirits. So
Same.
because like it
I
just
don't fuck with them.
it's very hard for me to like wrap around my head the fact that like once you're gone, you're gone. Like I feel like you're never truly gone.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Right. Like for me, I believe in like multiple different things. You know, like I believe in resurrection. I believe in going to heaven. I also believe in like just traveling the world. So I don't know what I believe, to be honest, but
well, because like everyone's different. Like the thought of like everyone who dies, like whether it's from good or bad cause, is going to heaven or hell. Like that's not realistic.
right.
Like there are so many cases where like especially in like the more like worst cases of people losing their lives, like it was so abrupt and unsatisfying. It wasn't a righteous death. So like why would they go anywhere? They would just be stuck here just wondering what happened to them, trying to figure it out. Like you know those movies of like a ghost like doesn't realize they're a ghost and then they do and they're like, why am I here? And they literally can't move on until they like
There was a Snapchat story about
have
that.
closure.
Like a Snapchat
Or like
original.
even like a good example is like The Corpse Bride. Like she came back from the dead and she wasn't able to fully move on to somewhere better until she had her closure of her murder.
That's very interesting. And yeah, that's
I
also
love The
kinda
Corpse
creepy as
Bride. It's very creepy.
Anyways, are we ready to move on to the next story? Because I have a kind of good one.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for it.
Okay,
Take it away.
so basically, this one's just kind of a wide one, but the Denver airport, the Denver International Airport.
Interesting.
We've heard about it, well, at least I have. I've heard about it before, and how, I mean, it's a big airport, right? But apparently there's a tunnel system under it that has a bunch of, like, government agencies down there, like, doing things and plotting things, and I don't know, it's just kind of freaky. Because, and a lot of, there's a horse statue there that's said to be, like, cursed. And yeah, here, let me search up the
Interesting.
Denver International Airport horse.
Here,
But
I'm
it's
gonna
just
look it up
really
too.
weird. It's very odd.
I've not heard anything about this.
Oh, the Blue Mustang, that's what it's called. It's horrifying. Like,
Whoa,
actually
this airport's
horrifying.
weird looking.
Right? It's freaky. And a lot of people, okay, so basically, the airport was said to be built over these tunnels, right? So,
Oh my god.
it's just weird. It's very weird. And the airport's like the size of a couple of malls or something like that. I don't remember the exact dimensions, but it's a big airport. So there's a lot of things going on under there. And the horse is freaky.
Oh, there's the horse.
It's all types of weird. Very weird. Oh, and that brings up something like a lot of people think that it's the headquarters of the New World Order, which basically that's that like a bunch of international elites came together and formed this kind of group, and they control like everything. It's very weird, very spooky. Like, girl, I don't know. Going near that
That's
airport would freak me the
weird.
heck out.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm glad I
suddenly
don't live in
ne-
Colorado.
Right, suddenly I'm never going to Denver.
Right.
I'll go
right.
I typed in
else.
Blue Mustang and got a car. Oh my god. I need to type in Denver after.
Oh. But yeah,
Denver
it's-
Airport.
It's
Gee, what is with the red eye? Oh my god. No.
yeah, isn't it freaky? It's just
Yeah, it's not cute. Like I saw something like on one of the pictures. It was like Lucifer. I was like, yep, that does it. That
Yeah.
does it.
Lucifer. Oh my god. My next Halloween name.
My next period. You
that's
love
a good name. That's a good name.
That's so true. Let's see. Lewis just had a huge There's so many rebrands. Like this is so off topic, but
my
like
God, that's just
there's
a
been so many
rebrand era.
rebrands.
Yeah.
Like we just had one on here on the podcast. Lewis had one personally recently. Jaden just rebranded one of his Overwatch things.
Yes.
So
did
I did a mini rebrand on my Twitter and my YouTube channel, which
Yeah.
content coming soon.
Well,
it's been
you said that last
I wanted
podcast.
to I did, but here's the gag. This week has been very eventful for me. I've had a lot of
That
things
is-
to do this week. So
She's a floppy queen.
I mean I'm not floppy. Listen, I will have something.
She's just limp.
Promising myself and everyone, I will have something at least bare minimum by December. Hopefully sooner, but December is like, if I don't have something to December 1st, then you can start yelling at me.
Work. One little last short thing that I just wanted to add was the JFK death and how many conspiracies are around that. Because you're telling me one man could get up to a specific part and just freely shoot at JFK? Like, there's no other protection in the buildings or anything to keep people out.
Right. Very interesting.
Like, I don't know. And it said that, like, they didn't have enough people to, like, do every room in the building, so they just did none at all. Isn't that just stupid logic?
Yeah, like when you
there's
just want to
definitely
get
something up with that, but
10 out of 10 agree, because how does that make sense? We don't have enough for the whole building, so just don't do it at all. No, you still do what you can.
Yeah, exactly. Hire more people.
Like I did, like at least like all the main entrances, which makes sense, which is definitely under 10, I'm sure, from the building.
Right.
Because buildings usually only have, let's see, there's usually a main entrance, a main exit, and then they probably have a few side doors, maybe, even if that.
Right. But
that just doesn't make any sense.
It does not make any sense at
and
all.
The fact that he had the perfect, like he was able to be in a perfect room with a perfect view of the perfect aim. Mm-hmm. Like.
Very suspicious.
That's a little.
Right. And he was about to, like, do something powerful. Like, this was a couple days, well, not a couple days, but it was pretty soon he was gonna sign the gosh, I don't remember what it was called, but it was about to just end segregation. He was about to sign that document, which would end it, and that happened.
I'm not gonna say nothing.
So it's there's a lot of conspiracy theories that can go into that, but if you're interested in hearing about it, then feel free to Google, or if you're that interested, leave a comment. We might do another episode.
Yeah, because honestly, these are really cute.
Yeah, can I expand on that a little bit?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, basically, like, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but Umbrella Academy did like a kind of like the newest season that was based around Kennedy's assassination, and there was like a bunch of like theories that if he wasn't assassinated, there could have been like a nuclear fallout with
Russia.
What was the country? Russia, or like even like go to war with, I think it was Cuba.
Oh yeah, Cuba. Yeah. It was Cuba. Cuba.
But like, there's a lot of theories surrounding that, and I just find that like really interesting. Like, if this didn't happen, would that have happened?
I know, like, imagine. But like, the gag is, I tried watching season 1, episode 1 of Umbrella Academy. I couldn't get past the first 15 minutes.
Oh.
It's a bit. It starts like a little bit slow, and it's a little bit gory for some, but I enjoy it.
Oh, I have nothing the matter with gore. I play Phasmophobia. I watch horror movies. Like, I have no problem with Miss Gore. If you can't hook me in, like, the first 5 minutes, I'll usually give you a chance, because I know some stuff does start off slow. But, like, if you can't get me in that first 15, 20, you lost me. You really did lose me.
You lost, Miguel. You lost.
You lost, Miguel. You really lost me. So... But does anyone have any other conspiracies they'd like to share now, or forever hold your peace?
Girl,
I think that's me all conspired out. Is that what you're saying?
We are all conspired out. Well, with that being said, we hope you all enjoyed this week's episode of the Weekly Kiki. And we are your hosts, Anna, Jaden, and Lewis. If you'd like to see more of us on social media outside the podcast, all of our links are down below to our link trees, where you can see our YouTube channels, our Twitters, all that hubbubaloo. And if you want to see more of us, please subscribe here or at our other places. And we hope you all enjoyed this week's episode, and we will see you all next week. Thank you, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.